page 126 though. Mentors in building relationship capital. Role models and mentors can be entrepreneurs who've built successful businesses, financial professionals who've climbed the corporate ladder, or even educators who've devoted their careers to teaching financial literacy. It's important to show that there's no one roadmap for success, to show that once you have the tools to succeed, you can create your own path. Having a mentor can make all the difference in an entrepreneur's journey, for providing them with the knowledge and confidence they need to succeed. They represent a game-changing experience in my life. I didn't have an inheritance or generational wealth to lean on. I didn't have the benefit of wealthy or well-connected parents or someone in my family who could provide a key internship to me in an office complex in the neighboring city to the poor one where I live. I didn't have a scholarship to a prestigious college where I would meet hopefully lifetime friends and make professional relationships I could call them on. None of these represent resources, assets, or outlets available to the young man with big and bold aspirations that was me. I knew that there was a business plan for success. I could see the manifestations of it everywhere in the outside world. I would never saw it operationalized with any consistency in my community. And so, I had to go find it myself. The bridge was the people in and around my life in the first instance, in my school, in my neighborhood, and community. And later, the people and leaders I sought out. I had no leverage and one form of capital I could access, something I now call relationship capital. Growing up, my first mentors were people who were smarter and more connected than I was. I could lean and learn from them and model their behavior, and perhaps I can inspire them to believe in me. This included my father, Johnny Will Smith, who was a small business owner in South Central Los Angeles, and of course, my mother, Miss Juanita Smith, who was a homemaker initially, and later on a tradeswoman and part-time small businesswoman. Early on, my mentors included my elementary school principal and a couple of my teachers who listened to the bold dreams I had for myself and who occasionally purchased whatever mail order items I was selling in the briefcase I had begun to carry around. My mentors included that white banker who showed up in my fourth grade classroom in Compton, California, and who famously taught me in a room full of 9-year-olds our first lessons in financial literacy. This lesson that led me to start my first business, the neighborhood candy house. Needless to say, my life has been significantly influenced by mentors, and my interaction with every one of them delivered to me a fundamentally different future asset value in my evolution and learning process as a man. This is because all of them were all and are vastly different, like their own success and evolution in life. But it was all of interest to me. Remember, my primary education didn't come from a standard learning process. So the world became an open university for me. I saw books of knowledge everywhere. One of my mentors and friends is Quincy Jones. the famed music producer. And when I asked him how he got so smart, he quickly responded that he was just nosy as hell. He wanted to know everything about everything. And he told me that this was certainly also my trait. It still is to this day. My mentor, Tony Ressler, taught me that you make money during the day, but you build wealth in your sleep. It compounds when you sleep. The overnight compounding effect to me is all the knowledge capital that I secured from my relationship capital acquired throughout the entirety of my life. Mentors and role models were everywhere in my life, mostly because I was always actively looking for them. Everywhere that I was and everywhere that I went. My father was a mentor for hard work. My mother was a mentor for unconditional love. She told me she loved me every day of my life. That alone transformed me, gave me the power of self-esteem. I appreciate y'all tuning in. This is Financial Literacy for All by John Hope Bryant. We're going to stop right there at page 129. Enjoy y'all Saturday. The best is here. Make sure y'all like, follow, share, subscribe, all that. We global.